Hey guys, it's Aaron Heiser of Maker's Leather Supply, and I am at the Heart of Texas Leather Show in Waco, Texas. And here we have the Jim Shipley Collection. Well, we have part of the Jim Shipley Collection of leather. Jim Shipley has been collecting leather art, antique leather art especially, but some of the stuff from the modern day masters as well for quite a while. And he's got some amazing stuff that the rest of us could only dream to even look at, much less own. So anyway, I'm going to kind of walk around. I'll read some of the plaques off and show you some of this amazing stuff. Starting out right out here outside the booth, he's got 2 Al and Ann Stohlman saddles. Okay, so anybody that's done any kind of research about leatherwork has already heard of who Al and Ann Stohlman were, and their work is just amazing. I've seen lots of it in museums and stuff, but yeah, so there's a couple of their saddles right there. This is Anne-Marie Ager, made this piece. It is so colorful and really, really nice. I'm Facebook friends with her. I don't know a lot about her, but she is in Australia, and she is still alive. She's younger than me, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, if you turn that little knob right there, it actually plays music too. It has a music box in it. Really cool piece. These pieces were made by Paul Burnett. He kind of specialized in doing animal things. That his paintings and his sculptures, they're all made of completely leather. And I mean, they look as real as it gets. So amazing stuff by Paul Burnett. A couple of cards that Al Stohlman made for folks. Really, really neat. The stories that are behind some of these, I see Peter Main posting stories about these sometimes, and what they are, and why this item came about, I guess you can say. And always really neat to see some of this stuff in person. That is just awesome. But just to think that somebody even takes the time to make stuff like this is just really, really cool. So, whose belt?
Don King.
Don King, the late Don King, Barry King's grandfather, made this absolutely amazing belt. A level of tooling that I could only dreaming of achieving. And yeah, really nice.
Bob Beard.
Bob Beard. We all know who Bob Beard is, the maker of Black Crack Tools. Again, just an amazing piece of leather art. That is tooled so deep, it's not even funny.
Tony Lair.
And Tony Lair. Where's he live? Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony and Carrie live in Colorado. Both amazing leather folks. They are one hell of a team. I just absolutely love those leaves on that belt. That is really nice.
Clint Fay.
Clint Fay. I don't know a lot about him. I've heard his name. That's about it.
Don King taught him.
Okay, there you go. A student of Don King. What an honor to get to learn that way. All right, so we'll go over here. This looks like a Stohlman piece to me.
Yeah.
So Al Stohlman, Native American themed belt, and I mean it goes all the way down, no repetition whatsoever. Just amazing with all the buffaloes and the Indian heads, and I mean just cool.
Cliff Kitchen.
Who's that?
Cliff Kitchen.
This guitar strap here was Cliff Ketchum. I'm not familiar with him at all.
Old movie star.
Oh, cool. So there we go. What is?
Steve
Oh, this
Yazzie.
is Steve Yazek. Okay,
Yeah.
Steve Yazek's piece right here, and then his miniature saddle. So for a size comparison, there's the size of that saddle right there. All the detail of a full-size saddle, but little bitty. Cool. All right, let's come over here. Gene Noland. That is just one creative piece with the scroll work. I can't even imagine trying to keep a camouflager and a veiner in those kind of numbers, and that's just crazy. All right, here we have a couple of leather sculptures that are just unbelievable. The detail and everything, you almost wouldn't believe that it's leather if you weren't looking at it. I mean, absolutely crazy. Over here we've got horse and buffalo. Oh, looks like the rider has fallen off. This is a really, really cool piece right here. Okay, and these were by Doris Furwida? Here, I'll just show you the name so I don't butcher it too bad. It's really cool. And then this thing is, oh my gosh, impressive. Louis Mao Chan. And again, this is going to be 100% leather, but you wouldn't know it from looking at it. I mean, even the base you can tell is leather. It's just so amazing. Now, I have seen this piece before. This was Charlton Heston's screenplay book that he would keep his scripts in and stuff, and it was made by Bob Beard. It resurfaced on eBay a few years ago, and some folks grabbed it up and made sure Bob Beard got one last chance to see it. And now apparently it's in the Jim Shipley collection. All right. Excuse me, folks. I'm going to go inside here. Whoop. All right. More of Tony Lair's work right here. Absolutely beautiful elk. That's the inside of the Charlton Heston book right there. Pretty dang cool. That's an Al Stohlman guest book, it looks like. Really, really neat stuff. We got some gun belts here. Ray Poya, right? Poya, sorry. Ray Poya. I'd never seen his name written. I've only heard it.
Ketchum.
Okay, Cliff Ketchum, the black one here. Bill Gomer. Poor fella. Chuck Smith.
Peter Main.
We all know that one.
And then Ken Griffin.
Oh, wow, and Ken Griffin. That is cool.
Is built in 1947.
Oh, wow. Cool old gun belts. All right, and then we get over here to the wall where there's just, oh my gosh. So I'm just going to kind of scan through these, otherwise this will be a 6-hour long video. Yeah. Rex Gillette right there, that was a Leathercrafter's Journal, wasn't it? That was a,
that one away from me.
Yeah, that was a Leathercrafter's Journal cover a couple of years ago. Let me zoom in on some of these here. Look at the detail in these things, just crazy. I mean, if you get up under there, you can see that the Silva Fox did this one. You can see that the wings are lifted dang near an inch off the leather there. Just absolutely, yeah, the pine cones as well. Obviously a Bill Gomer piece right here. He specialized in these Native American paintings and carvings, and I mean, just amazing work. I was always impressed by old Bill. Is that a Stohlman? Looks Stohlman-ish. Yep, that is a Stohlman right there. Really nice. What is this one right here?
Karen, that's actually a portrait of Al.
Oh, okay. A portrait of Al in his Army days. Really cool.
This is a Silva Fox to Alan Ann after she won the award.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. That is really cool.
Another Silva.
Amazing paint and the tooling. I mean, it's all. This is Stanley Owl. He is one of my favorites. I love his style. I love the stuff he makes. Just amazing. This eagle here, every one of those feathers is raised and lifted, and oh man, it's cool. Here's Napoleon here, made by, looks like Win Duck Dewey. Absolutely, I mean, that looks like an oil on canvas from the Smithsonian, if not the Louvre. Jan Schooner, I believe. Yep. Big embossed lion. Another big Bill Gomer here. Again, he did lots of Native American. I mean, he really got the texture in a face. Dick Gill. This is a really cool one. Couple of red birds, and they are embossed. You can see they're raised up about a half inch off the leather, and very impressive. Another Dick Gill right here. This one is really, really pretty. I just love it. All right. A old Harley Davidson motor looks like. Gerald Doc Johnson. Christine Stanley. That horse head is independent of its frame. It's actually looks like a pin, I guess. Really nice. Another Dick Gill piece here. Here's one of the Al Stohlman pages. You can tell by the stamp marks on it that it was one of his instructional pages from one of his books. So where he shows...
Yeah, it was the doodle page of the month.
Oh, a doodle page, okay. So where he shows where he's using different stamps to do different effects on here. Okay, looks like a Peter Main piece to me.
Yes.
If you want to know why I can tell it's a Peter Main piece, look really closely right in the middle of the pink there. He's very detailed. So, who did Yoda?
Anne Marie.
Anne Marie. That is a really, really cool Yoda.
Last piece Al Stohlman ever made.
Oh, wow. Okay. This card here and the letter that accompanies it, Jim just said was the last piece that Al Stohlman ever made. And still just amazing. Wasn't it something about she was the like the realtor that helped them get their house or something like that?
Best friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember reading a story about it.
She helped. Anne never went anywhere without Al, and Monica took Anne, and they found that house.
Oh, okay. So that was what I knew. It had some sort of connection to the house there.
Monica was absolutely Anne's and the Stohlman's best friend.
Nice. All right, we got some Peter Main here. A lot of folks have seen at least a picture of this one. It's Al leaning against his workbench there. Really amazing. Jurgen. The late Rob Barr. Absolutely amazing work. I know that this came from the Bill Gomer collection because I remember seeing it in his house.
He gave that to me, actually.
That's awesome. There we go. There's another Bill Gomer piece right there. Another Peter Main. I've seen pictures of this one too. I'd never seen it in person until now. Just really awesome. I mean, you can get in there behind the frame and see that that's really, I mean, it looks like a barn window with a horse in it. It is just awesome. There's the cover of the Figure Carving by Al Stohlman book. A lot of detail went into it. A lot of people don't realize those old books, all of those pages in those books are pictures of leather carvings. I mean, that's not drawings, it's actual leather carvings. Some more Silva Fox work right there. Jurgen made an amazing looking raven there. That's pretty dang cool. All right, we're going to go up again. Jesse Smith, we talked about him in one of our other videos earlier. More Paul Burnett. He was the one out there that had the what looked like duck decoys and stuff like that. Christine Stanley. I really love how that piece of leather is cut out to look like a hide and then tooled on and framed. It looks amazing. Jim Shipley said that he brought this piece specifically for Janie Sue to see because she loves windmills. So this one right here?
Joe Barr.
Okay, I'm not familiar with him. That is
a Serge.
Yeah. So it says Bigfoot on it. That's Serge Volkin right there. He really does some neat stuff that, I mean, just almost confuses your eye. There's another one of his pieces right there. All hand-cut basket weave style. Really crazy stuff. More Christine Stanley. Back out a little bit more here and we'll get back to these. So sorry. Al Stohlman, that is one of the cleanest floral carvings I've ever seen. I mean, just amazing. Kathy Flanagan's work. She won the Al Stohlman Award about 4 years ago. More Peter Main. More Kathy Flanagan. All right. Bob Park. He is really good at, one of his favorite things to do is put a butterfly out there in the middle of his floral tooling and only color that, and it just looks amazing. Some more Steve Yazek. And then here's Jurgen Volbach's shoes. This was his entry into one of his entries into Sheridan this year. If you look at the shoes, even the soles are covered in leather and tooled. I'm not going to touch them because they're not mine to touch, but I've seen the bottoms of these shoes, and even the tread is tooled into the soles. Al Shelton's work. Mr. Jim Jackson, he worked in King Saddlery for a long time, retired a few years ago, won the Al Stohlman Award. Al Stohlman, and a long-eared hound there. A little bit more of Bobby Park. Lou Roth. Jim Resley. Ray Poya, sorry. Again, his name, Pohja, it confuses you. Yeah, no, I've always heard his name. This is the first time I've ever seen it written.
Peter Main. Lou
Peter
Roth
Main,
that
is amazing.
Invented the craft day. And he
Oh,
was
wow.
a pretty good stamper himself.
Oh, right on. Well, cool.
That's Cheryl McIntyre.
I didn't even notice those sitting there because they look like a flower bouquet.
Cheryl McIntyre.
Absolutely amazing. All right, so that was all right here at the Heart of Texas Leather Show. Here's Jim Shipley right here. He's got a face for radio, but but anyway, we really appreciate him bringing his collection and showing it to people. And again, this is a piece of his collection.
Yeah.
This is like the hallway to the guest room. That the guest room's also full of stuff. I've heard the stories. So
Yeah.
anyway, so again, I'm Aaron Heiser, Maker's Leather Supply. Everybody have a great day.